Hi, Crosswatchers. This is going to be a message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising to see what's happening in the life of your Virgo. I'm going to keep this as general as possible so that hopefully it can apply for, whatever your relationship may be. If you're in a romantic relationship with this person, if this is someone that you're doing business with, or if this is somebody that you're working with, or if this is a sibling or family member. So it is going to be general. Also, those of you who've come to me in the past for private readings, you know that I don't do any psychic spying, as we say, but I do take it from the angle of what is in your benefit to know, like what is beneficial for you to know, what maybe you need to know to protect yourself, what is in everyone's best and highest interest for you to know about the situation to bring about positive results for everyone involved. So I try to take a little bit more of a high vibe approach for it. But we're going to see what's going on in Virgo's life. We're going to see what Virgo has going on. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Virgo has some big decisions to make right now. Okay? They may be even like looking into contracts or things like that where there's some legalities that they're reviewing. They may be preparing for some big purchases, some of you, okay? So they may be very, very taken by that. I do feel like Virgo is, for some reason, I'm not sure why, this isn't necessarily a money card, but I do feel like Virgo is coming into money or about to come into money, and they're really looking into a lot of things about investments. They may even be doing some kind of like planning, like they expect that they're going to be coming into planning, I mean, into success, and they might be like planning like where are they gonna put it, where are they gonna invest it. One day when they pass on, who's gonna inherit it? They might be looking at things like that. I did just hear prenup, so some of them might be looking at a prenup or a post-nuptial, which is, I think, gonna really sting if you're already with this person. They might be like wanting to have like, hey, money's coming in, so I just want something in writing that you know, but this is my money and that you're not gonna try to take it from me one day. There's something going where I feel like they're needing to protect themselves financially. Okay, and then they're thinking about how they're gonna do more or expand or continue to grow. I'm getting a lot of ambition around finances for some reason as I'm looking at this card. Next, we've got Nine of Cups. So they are on an upswing. They do have joy coming in. They have wishes coming true. Something they've been working on or something that they've been wanting has been coming in. Now, it's very interesting because sometimes Nine of Cups can be seen as a card of somebody who's keeping success to themselves, or who's like wanting to enjoy their success by themselves. And that makes sense to me because what did I tell you? When I had that Two of Rods, for some reason, when I was looking at it, I just kind of felt like, wow, like they might want something in writing about what's theirs and what's yours. So you may feel in some way that Virgo is being a little bit selfish. You may feel in some ways that Virgo is being a little bit demanding, or like really, really, really nickel and diming a situation. Okay, it may come off that way to you. Virgo is very happy, and Virgo wants to have a good time. And sometimes some people will do this by wanting to party or being very generous to other people or spending money like it's going out of style. And I just feel like Virgo is in like treat yourself mood. Like Virgo is just like, I'm gonna treat myself, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And so you might be feeling a little bit left out. Okay, you might be feeling a little bit left out. I am getting this energy of where they're just very much wanting space. Like they're happy, they're in a good mood, and they're like, I want to be alone so I can enjoy this. And there's going to be different reasons for different ones of you why that may be or why Virgo is feeling this way. You might start feeling like it's going to Virgo's head. You might be looking at Virgo like, you know what, this is just really going to your head. Like you need to relax, you need to calm down with this, you need to remember who you are, where you come from. Some of these Virgos are really going out there with this, right? So there might be a time of separation, okay? I'm reading this card a couple of different ways. I feel some of you are dealing with a Virgo who's just really over the top right now and maybe feeling themselves a little too much. And something may be coming up ahead down the line or down the road where they're actually going to end up tripping up, and they're going to need to have like this come to Jesus moment, or they're going to have this moment where they're like, oh man, it just got real. Um, some, not all, but some who are maybe coming into a lot of money and who are having a lot of successes, they may have been cutting corners, or maybe they were doing things that were a little sketchy, because sometimes Four of Swords can mean the jail card. Okay. So this could be someone who either is gonna find themselves in danger of going to jail. For some of you, not all of you, it could be some of you are dealing with a Virgo who is rebuilding their life after coming out of jail. And so that might be why they're in this energy of where they might come off as they're being greedy or selfish. But think about it. If you've been locked up for a while and now you have freedom and you have success coming and you have money for certain things, you're going to feel probably a little bit defensive. You're going to feel a little bit like, how do I protect it? And there's going to be other people that are going to want to take it from me. So there may be a defensiveness in that way. But overall, Four of Swords to me is just giving me a sense or a feeling where uh, you might feel either way it's causing a distance between the two of you. Whether this is an attitude thing where you're just like, I don't like the way you're acting right now, Virgo. I don't like the way you're feeling yourself. You may be spending some time apart from this person. Or they may be so busy with career and opportunities where there's some kind of travel happening that's going to separate you guys for a bit. Or, they might have that crash, that humbling moment where they kind of come back down to earth and they have to start like meditating or praying or putting back into perspective really what's important in life, right? Because it's not all about money. It's not. I mean, it's nice to have it and it's nice to work for it and it's nice to manifest it, but there's a lot of other things that are very important, right? Health is important. People to be close with, people who are going to be loyal, people who are going to have your back. Those are all very valuable, important things. And as you're on the spiritual path, spirituality is very important. People who finally wake up to that. So there's going to be some kind of an awakening between now and mid-May that seems to kind of find them. Okay? You do have 10 of Cups, so what did I say? What did I say? There's some shift happening here where they're coming out of this greediness. They're understanding really what matters. You can have everything in the world, but if you don't have somebody, precious and loyal and trustworthy to share it with, it's not going to mean a whole lot. So there's some kind of turning around here and realizing really what matters and looking for fulfillment on a deeper level, maybe coming out of some of this financial stuff, okay? You have here, as an outcome, you've got Queen of Wands, okay? So it could be that they're renewing their attraction or their passion towards you, or they're seeing you as a force to be reckoned with. They're seeing you as somebody who maybe you have a lot of options to, right? They might be coming out of that big head moment and they're realizing you are seeing you as a queen, right? And you have your own stuff and you're not looking for Virgo to take care of you, so they're going to have to step it up and be in a more fulfilled type nature or situation. You could have a situation, though, where sometimes, I know a lot of you hear this because it comes up a lot in other readings. Sometimes Queen of Rods comes up and somebody says, oh, it's a third party. That could be happening, okay, for some of you. But overall, with all of these cards together, it doesn't make sense for me to say, wow, this Virgo had this awakening and then like they're really focused on family and fulfillment, and then all of a sudden they're going to have a third party. For some of you there could be that situation, but overall what I feel with Queen of Rods, it's more so they're feeling very passionate, very excited about where their life is, and they're wanting more. There's a sense of ambition that comes in with Queen of Rods, okay? So it doesn't always mean a third party. So I don't want you to see that and freak out and say, oh my goodness, that's terrible. I don't want to go from like one extreme to another. Queen of Rods can just be creativity, ambition, passion. It could be humor, having a good time, establishing independence, right? So this could be a relationship where you have your life and they have their life and you're not joined at the hip, you know. Or it could be where, you know, you're dealing with this Virgo and they're in a really good place and they're helping you in some way to launch some of your dreams, right? Like they're getting settled, they're in a good place and they're like, well, here, this is how I did it, this is what you can do. So there could be some interaction with you establishing something for yourself. Let's see what Virgo has to say to you. Okay. Oopsie. We have the Tower. Page of Pentacles. They're like they're ready for some big things. Okay? They're over their old life. They were over the way things were. They have a sense or a feeling. This card actually jumped out while I was shuffling, so I'm going to put this here too. They want to run away from what's in the past. I feel like they feel some bridges have burned, okay? And they want to expand. They want to expand. They want to be out on their own in terms of, like, again, finances, success. They're wanting to have independence. They feel like maybe they were depending on people in the past and it didn't go well, right? And they don't want to depend on anybody. They want to come into this independent success so that they know that no matter what happens, they're going to be okay. So I do feel like they're wanting to have stability, right? And that's going to be the most important thing for them, is that they have stability on a individual level, okay? And they might not know how to tell you this. They're judging what's happening with you by what has happened to them in the past. And so maybe they feel like they have sacrificed and they've gotten burned, or, you know, they were in a relationship and that partner ended up like stealing from them or taking everything or using them in some way. So however they're setting up things with you, they're very guarded. You might see it as, oh, well, this person is being, you know, selfish, or this person's being, you know, this or that. And I feel like they're just setting up things in a way where if you all are together or working together or in a relationship or friends, they may be very generous towards you. But like if you do them dirty or if you leave them for someone else, like they're gonna be damned if you have any kind of way of being able to access everything that they've been working for. It's just kind of like, if you want this, you're gonna have to like be with me, and if you're not gonna be with me, you know, you're not gonna walk off with half of this kind of energy or whatever. So they're gonna be a little bit like mine, 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 mine. If they could tell you anything, they would try to explain to you that they've been burned and they don't ever want to feel that way again. And they just really want to prove their own success, their own independence. They want to be in a kind of situation where you have your own, they have their own, and you all may share, but overall it's like you guys have your own thing going on, right? Like if it was a business, they might encourage you to start a business of your own, and you might be like, well, why can't we do it together? Why can't we do one business together? Or whatever it might be. They're just being very cautious. They're being very cautious with their resources. They're being very cautious with their projects, with the things that they're working on. And they're just really, really wanting to establish wealth and success in their life. That seems to be a lot of their focus. So let's see what you can do to help Virgo. You might be like, I'm not helping Virgo with crap. If that's their attitude, I don't even care. But still, this is the next transition, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see what Virgo, how maybe Crosswatch can help Virgo. Have your independence. But don't settle. If you don't like what they're offering you, speak up, right? You don't have to take what they're giving you. Establish your independence, because guess what's going to happen? Virgo might be like, well, you need to do something with yourself, or you need to have your own life, or you need to do this. As soon as you start coming to independence, Virgo's going to realize, well, wait a minute, this is a two-way street, right? Like, I don't want them to depend on me, or I don't want them to, like, take my stuff if they leave. But then if they realize that you've got your own stuff, you've got your own things working for you, they're going to have to give you a reason to stay, right? They're going to have to treat you right. They're going to have to be good with you. They're going to have to include you on things. So almost like they don't realize what they're asking for, right? So once they see that you don't need them, they're going to realize, well, I want Crosswatcher around, right? So all of a sudden they're working harder than maybe they would have been if you were someone who was actually leeching off them, or if you were somebody who was actually expecting something from them. So it's a whole big game changer, right? All of a sudden they're like, well, no, now I have to work around to keep you around because you don't even need me, right? So again, it comes down to fulfillment. They're understanding, once again, another lesson from the universe, that what really matters, it's not about the financial, it's about what you're bringing into somebody's life emotionally, right? So there's that aspect of it there too. All right, my darlings, be sure to watch your love video for May. It's going to be up in the next couple of days. Crosswatcher videos are going to be loading as soon as, the weekly forecasts for each zodiac sign are going to be loading as soon as the Crosswatcher videos are all loaded. And then yeah, so I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting.